my commands. God bless you both. Touch
He's got a beautiful jab, and he usually
Yordenis has got to continue to use up your Yordenis. Jab is going to do reset.
Thurman in the first combination. Ugas is going to have to decide.
nice jab that Ugas just stepped it right.
As he's created the distance.
Hit him with the right hook. Man will close that gap. It's in the first round. He's in with a very
Manny on the outside of that line. The fact that Ugas is smart, I think he threw every time so far.
You can see Ugas would like to Pacquiao, and he can see the power.
If he'll come back and count.
It's going to lead to the success for Ugas. Keep Manny off of him, but the other push at the end of the respect.
Punches thrown, and not only that, it's the first one out.
Fighter has the Cuban background, intellectual fighters.
Look at that, I mean, no one's going to know. A pro at the age of
really working in an occasional jab right now, and he's really on some that he should be
by a right hand. Pacquiao is still busy with his hands. Ugas
I can also see the patience of Manny, and he's getting hit with the jab. We can't ignore so that he'll open.
I agree with for that to land that big. She's doing Sean.
And Pacquiao is throwing much more accurate. Round number 2. Pacquiao jumps in. Pacquiao has to respect that.
Very good round of boxing.
In favor of Yordenis Ugas. Pacquiao jumps in with a jab, but to be there and
right now Ugas is not busy.
It was because of his jab, and he was up than he is now here in the third. Puzzle to solve.
Jab back in with that right hand.
Cuban hook, and he's not ready for that punch.
Ugas in
with it.
His feet and give Ugas.
What's the look you're looking for?
I'm looking for in and out. I'm looking for pick.
Right hand. To make this a war, if you stand at Ugas is able to fight at distance.
Move his feet very well.
Pacquiao was not moving around the ring. You're 2 years ago.
You know what it looks like.
Big hook right.
Looks to me like he just wants to.
Look at Pacquiao go and block those shots.
Bill's giving the judges right now.
Here it was fine. Point. It was a warning, not a point taken away.
A warning, and right now Pacquiao's letting his hands go.
Tell you what Ugas is doing that I'm
you know, you've got to get in. Seems to want to mix it up.
And I'm saying throw it, Manny, because like
the body from Ugas.
Another bell didn't say anything there, although
blocked. Up the middle, left hand.
You see, every time Manny gets hit with the jab, puts us out of disgust, and almost like because he can't time the jab right now.
Wow, it's a beautiful.
Pacquiao in a little turn.
Fire too. Ugas class level for a long.
Use the ring.
Exactly.
I don't know if Manny's losing this fight. I'm Sean, of course. You know, I think it's a close fight.
But I got Pacquiao. Look, Pacquiao appeal. He may not have the quick left, those fast hands, and got him ahead, 39-26.
Thank you. By the way, punches land power for Pacquiao sparked up a bit.
I mean, it is, but I agree. He's like making.
And those jabs, that right hand lands by Ugas. Now the jab in the right hand. 3 punches in Ugas' corner.
Back to you, Brian.
Where he had a point taking a warning, giving Manny a little bit on his belt. Round number 5.
In the meantime, 2 lead left hands and a couple of jabs just like that. And there goes Ugas back. But it was a good counter shot by Ugas.
He's on fire. 42-year-old man.
He does not want to lose. Neither guy does, obviously. But Manny.
Yeah, Manny knows how to win fights. It's the 5th round. However, Ugas has more control of this match.
Chinky 15 more punches in round. But when he boxed the jabs, Larry, and that jab and that double big difference off the jabs with the right hand. Pacquiao, though, with the energy, and to your point that he's got energy, is aggression from Pacquiao.
Right hand lands of the long
2% of this fight is that long jab.
He's looking. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Manny's taking his energy, but again, best round.
No question.
I'll tell you what I like. I like the fact that Ugas is giving. Sometimes he's willing to stay right there.
See punches landed. It's very #1 welterweight in the world. But Ugas, who
now is he gonna flip it?
The truth, I think it'll give incentive to do what he's doing. I think meeting the challenge.
Just like that, he's gonna be able to keep at distance, land that.
I liked what basically he makes it look to Sean earlier that Ugas a lot to be said on both the pillars. It's a very competitive fight. Right. One's running away with it.
No question. Yeah, flurry those shots blocked. Ugas was able to land that as he throws it.
He knows what's coming. He slips and he comes back stuff. So, you know, fighting and doing well with.
Pacquiao, are you incurring on the other fighter? Those
Ugas is picking moments to let go of his
number 7, scheduled for 12, able to move Pacquiao back just a bit. Pacquiao fires back. Look at that double jab up in the right hand.
Expect of Ugas if he wants to win. Jab is a setup for your next punch.
Yeah,
not closing the gap, make it a fight. slight favor. Pick up the pace to another decision over Keith Thurman, that gave him momentum in that fight.
Manny Pacquiao, and I started to feel this about this fight where you got so. I feel like it's getting.
Pacquiao ahead by 1.66. Ugas I got Ugas ahead. Right? We'll see how 67, 66.
No,
thank you. Yeah, no,
coming back.
Throughout.
But now he included was that the beginning of the fight, Pacquiao was and Ugas was much. He's throwing the hard shots behind the jab. Nobody's going to deny that. He's winning.
Coming back.
That's why they had bleeding on that cut.
They cut right over the right eye. It's not 30 seconds to go here in round number 8.
I finish your combination.
Yeah, even if he moves away.
Too much moving straight backwards for Manny Pacquiao.
Pacquiao tries to come out of his head. Ugas has been able to engage. You see, it is close. The jab 45 to 32. And Manny Pacquiao once again being put to the test. Pacquiao faces energy level.
Rounds because I'm going to give credit where I think would do. Pacquiao's having a hard time landing a clean shot. Right. I'll tell you the truth, even if he's busy at times, where I think Ugas is.
Left hand at home, and he's changing the rhythm a little bit.
You're going to lose this fight in a few rounds. We're in the 9th round right now. You know.
And again, that said,
punch it against control the first game on late at the end. Keep his foot on the gas pedal, or he will fall behind.
And not only that, it keeps Pacquiao in his hands. A lot of those shots are re-engage mode, and box the way he wants to box.
Beautiful counter off. He just comes back with that right punching by Ugas. You know,
I don't know if he's assuming enough to win a lot of these rounds.
No, Salas is not going to. He told him that you've got to don't leave.
But again, he's older now. He's 42.
I like the coaching right there from Silas.
Exchange now.
He also told you with it off.
Right off the jab too. Double follows with the right hand.
And Manny keeping that left hand at home. Manny getting caught with a clean right hand by Ugas, but now he's keeping that left hand.
Just landed a right hand to the body. Now, the signature,
that's the problem.
Shot.
3 out of the 4 punches.
Joe, that's the one that caught Keith again and again. That's the sending the sweat flying from Pacquiao.
And a very clever
from Yordenis Ugas in this fight. Moments when he just blocked, and then also moments where then there's one more where he'll stay and exchange in the range and the distance because of that. Those different looks, those different ending. Manny Pacquiao's punching has kept Manny guessing. Virtually,
Ugas able to Pacquiao. Hard right hand.
Feint's going to open something a little more and try to set.
Pacquiao just does not present the same threat, but a very strong man. Pacquiao is still under. Obviously has the power when they exchange round as the energy is on. The shot lands for Ugas.
Pacquiao to get something done. He's behind right now, and he's got to get something.
Well put, Joe. Brutus trying to come in and bum rush him.
Yeah. And it was never set up. Anything Ugas is ever Manny's going to present to him now at this point.
Wow, cuffing the ear.
Pacquiao's got his hand up, hip to that punch, even though the problem there.
Right on the belt right there. You wonder what the future is for Manny Pacquiao. How much is left? We're enjoying this.
Yeah.
He's trailing. I'm enjoying this.
I promise you, BK, Yordenis Ugas, who knew what he was Pacquiao, trying to submit his legacy. There you go.
Well, Ugas makes himself a real play of us right here. A public person. He was getting ready. And here we go.
I'm not saying this until right now. Just noticed to use head movement, but movement to get out of the way of the shots. Manny never had.
Yeah, for most of his career hurt, but he got 2 minutes.
No, I'm fair to say Manny needs a knockout.
I was late. We're missing. Ugas again got a split decision against Abel Ramos in this bout.
He's found a home for that. That right hand is thrown. It's making him really cover up. Found a home for it.
And you know what? It's not just energy early. Big George Foreman at 45.
He's left Manny still.
Yeah.
Final 30 seconds. Hard body shot, possibly.
Manny landed it right there.
They know it's city of a lifetime when Spence. Final 10 seconds. He hands on enough of a legend.
Still champion Yordenis Ugas.
These are very good judges, and they had it 8-4 by 8-4.
And I think Larry Hazard had it right in terms of that first half of the fight, where Pacquiao probably won the majority of his rounds. The rest of his life outside of a gym, you know what it's like. It's a grueling struggle.